Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So one of my viewers asked me about BX wire and if it was worth the time and effort to strip it for the clean copper inside. The nice thing about BX wire, it comes in different sizes or diameters. It is very recognizable. It is usually covered with some type of metallic spiral coating, either aluminum or stainless steel. And currently, I can bring this into a scrapyard as is. In London, Ontario right now, this is going for $1.53 a pound, which is a good price. But in my opinion, it is well worth my time and effort to take out the wires inside of that, clean them, and get bare price to #1 copper price. So what I've done today for this video is I've actually done an experiment. I have already started, but I have 1.1 pound of BX wire. And what I'm going to do is, obviously at $1.53, bring it in as is. I have already started to take some of the copper wire out. And after stripping, I am going to finally weigh it for you to see how much more of a profit I make from stripping it. So first thing, when you have this stuff, there are two types of coating. You will have either aluminum coating or stainless steel. And the nice thing about BX wire is when you strip it, nothing is garbage except for the little bit of coating that comes from the inner copper wires. There usually is, it varies, sometimes 2 or 3 coated copper wires inside with a clean copper wire. And one thing about this is after you strip the wire, the outer coating is still going to be scrap price. If this was aluminum, this would go for clean aluminum price, which is currently 50 to 60 cents a pound. Or it could be stainless steel, which goes for about 70 to 78 cents a pound. And the first thing, just the first test to look at it, both stainless steel and aluminum are non-magnetic. So first thing, unfortunately, if I put a magnet to it, none of this stuff you see is magnetic. So unfortunately, you cannot tell what material it is by a magnet. The best test is, in my opinion, called the spark test. If I take a grinder, which I have set up back here, and I touch the coating, aluminum does not spark. Stainless steel, however, does spark. So just going to quickly show you that. I have done that on other videos to show you the difference between stainless steel and aluminum. And this is just a great test that I use for any type of metal if it is unfortunately non-magnetic. So here you go. I'm going to give you a couple different types. As well, as you can see, if I bring this up to the camera, BX wire does come in different thicknesses, okay? So this is BX wire. This one is BX wire. If I compare them, they are different sizes, so that is a great thing. But again, going to my magnet test, these 2 or 3 actually, as you see here, are going to be aluminum. Notice if I take this, it's not going to spark. This one, however, this is going to be stainless steel, okay? So, as I said, spark test, best way to determine if it is aluminum or stainless steel. So, definitely want to separate this. Stainless steel is worth more. Okay, all of this wire that I'm doing is from the same BX wire, so nice thing is I know it's all aluminum, so it's going to be all together. So another thing someone asked is, how do I take it apart? In my opinion, there are definitely different methods, but when you get a huge strand of it, it can be very difficult to pull the inner wire out. So what I like to do is actually break it into smaller, manageable pieces. And the first thing I do want to make sure is I do have safety glasses, I do have gloves, but I usually like to just bend it in a couple different places. So as you can see, I'm just folding it, manageable piece here. Obviously one strand broken down. And I always like to, once I bend it, I start to actually just kind of unkink it. You can see it starts to unkink, and then it starts to become easier to fold out. I use a little bit of muscle power just to kind of unloosen it. There you can see inside there is always a nice thin plastic or paper, protector. And since I bend it, break it, the nice thing, as you can see here, it's already starting to unravel. Okay, and I want to make sure when I do it, this one you can see there are 2 coated copper wires and 1 clean one, so that's great. Already just taking this coating off, this right here is going to be going into my Bare Bright as is. So even just taking this coating off, Bare Bright right now is going for $4.88 a pound in London, Ontario. I just checked. These 2 wires as is are going for 60% copper recovery, which would be about $2.13 a pound just for that. So again, I'm just going to unravel a little bit, going to grab it, and I'm actually just going to put on a pair of gloves in a second. And you want to make sure that it's not kinked, and I can work from both sides. So that's all I'm doing there. You can see there it is, unraveled, because if there is a little bit of the bar on this, it can hold or stop me from opening it, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm just going to keep grabbing it. Now, I'm just going to grab a pair of pliers, which I had right here. So there they are. I'm just going to grab this, hold it, and hopefully, I got to make sure there are no kinks in it, but there you go. So look how easy that is. This is, again, is clean aluminum, so I just have that in my pile. Here is a little piece of paper, and again, this is very easy to get rid of. It doesn't weigh anything, but 3 strands here. As I said, some have 3 strands of coated and 1 clean. This one has 2. Okay, so here is a really nice piece of Bare Bright copper. And the nice thing about this, in order to classify as Bare Bright, the wire has to be thicker than 16 gauge, which is the thickness of the lead of a pencil. And this is definitely thicker than the lead of a pencil. This is bigger than 16. Usually BX is between 12, 14 gauge, which is a thicker wire, so that's great. But I definitely want now to make sure I strip this. I do have a stripper, which is great. Just gonna strip this very quickly. 2 strands, put them through. I've already set this and gonna maximize my profit further. But if you don't have a stripper, easy to hand strip. But this, as I said, is just on its own. It's gonna go for 60% copper recovery, but gonna definitely make use of my wire stripper. Put that through, there's one. Here is my other one. Lower battery, I guess. So nice thing is, all I did, very simple, and I could have sped it up, but I find it very therapeutic. I'm gonna grab my wire. There is my wire. There's another clean one. Move this out of the way. So there's a nice clean one now. This is unfortunately garbage. Here's my other clean one. Look how nice a wire stripper works there. I just grab the wire and pull it out, okay? And for this experiment, I have also factored in the garbage here. So here is now all of my Bare Bright wire that came from that 1.1 pound of BX wire. So I'm gonna just go through the price now, the total. As I said, I have a scale here, all right? And I started with 1.1 pound, so that would have given me about $1.55 Canadian for the BX wire on its own. I'm gonna quickly, just set this at 0, look at how much garbage, so this is all the garbage I have. There is a total of 1.25 ounces, so very little. Oh, there's another piece of wire, sorry, gotta make sure I add it all up. So I have how much, I'm just gonna put this on here together. Make sure this is set at 0. This is my aluminum. which is going to now go for, as I said, 60 cents a pound, 50 cents I'll say. I have 8 ounces, so half a pound there, so 30 cents for this. And my Bear Bright, oh sorry, gotta set it back at 0. I have 7.5 pounds, so almost a half a pound there, so $4.88. I have $2.44 right here, plus my 30 cents, so $2.70 just from that 1 pound instead of $1.53. And of course, when we look at 1 pound, it might not sound like a lot with a dollar something of a profit or a $1.50 profit. But when you have 50 pounds of this stuff, it adds up very quickly. And as I said, given the price of copper right now at $4.88 a pound, and it continues to go up right now, definitely a great score. So in my opinion, very well worth it. BX wire, want to make sure that you keep your aluminum coating and your stainless steel coating separate. Make sure you do the spark test. Definitely worth your time stripping it. Get that nice copper. And as you can see here, this was the BX that I did from this entire box. And just to enlighten you, I have 1 pound, 15 ounces, so almost 2 pounds right there. So almost $10 worth of copper just from that pile of BX wire. And as I said, I'm still going to have probably about $1 worth of coating here and then some. So hope you enjoyed the video. Short one, but hopefully very informative. As I said, get that copper, stay well, happy scrapping. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.